You have had your phone for 2 years, maybe 3. Suddenly, everything feels heavy. Apps hang for a second before opening. The keyboard lags when you type a text message. The battery seems to vanish by lunch. Your brain looks at the device and thinks, it's old, it's tired, the processor is wearing out. And the marketing department at the phone company loves that you think that. They are counting on it. They have a shiny new $1,200 rectangle ready to sell you. But here is the truth they won't put in the commercial. Silicon chips don't get tired. A processor runs at the exact same speed on day 1000 as it did on day 1. Your phone isn't broken. It is just dirty. And you are about to throw away $1,000 because you don't understand digital hygiene. To understand why your phone is dying, you have to understand the digital workbench. Think of your phone's RAM as a physical desk. It's where you do your work. Every time you open an app, Instagram, WhatsApp, TikTok, you are taking a folder out of the filing cabinet and throwing it on the desk. When you minimize the app, you assume you put the folder away. You didn't. You just pushed it to the corner of the desk. Modern apps are vampires. Even when you aren't looking at them, they stay on that desk. They are running in the background, pinging towers for location data, refreshing feeds, and listening for notifications. Eventually, your desk is so covered in open folders that you can't find a pen. That lag you feel? That is your processor wasting time trying to find empty space on a cluttered desk. But the problem gets worse. Let's talk about storage and the silent killer called swap memory. Most people treat their phone storage like a bottomless pit. You have 5,000 photos of blurry receipts. You have videos from a concert 3 years ago that you will never watch again. You have games you haven't played since the pandemic. When your storage gets to 98% full, your phone enters a crisis mode. Remember the desk analogy? When the RAM desk gets totally full, the computer has to move things to the floor just to keep working. In technical terms, this is called virtual RAM, or swap memory. It uses your storage drive as temporary overflow memory. But if your storage drive is also full of junk, there is no floor space left either. The operating system has nowhere to put the data. This is when the phone freezes. It is choking on its own data. It's not a hardware failure. It is a traffic jam that you created. There is also the issue of cache. Cache is supposed to be helpful. It's like a cheat sheet your phone keeps so it doesn't have to load images from the internet every single time. But over years, these cheat sheets get massive. They get corrupted. You might have 2 gigabytes of cached data for an app you haven't opened in 6 months. It is digital sludge clogging the pipes. So, before you go to the store and sign a contract for a new device, try a deep clean. First, look at your apps. Be ruthless. If you haven't opened it in 3 months, delete it. If it's a utility app you used once for a specific task, delete it. You can always download it again later. Second, clear the other storage. Back up your photos to a cloud or a hard drive and get them off the local device. Aim for 20% free space. Your phone needs that empty room to breathe and move files around. Third, restart the phone. And I don't mean put it to sleep. I mean power it down completely. This is the only way to forcefully clear the RAM desk and kill the vampire processes that have been running for weeks. Finally, check your battery health. This is the one piece of hardware that does degrade. If your battery health is below 80%, the phone's software will intentionally slow down the processor to prevent the phone from crashing. A $50 battery replacement can make a phone feel brand new. We treat our physical houses with respect. We take out the trash. We vacuum the floors. But we treat our digital lives like a landfill, and then we blame the hardware when it starts to smell. Don't let your own laziness cost you $1,000. Clean your room.